Hello friends, next topic in software engineering is models. Software process model. What is software process model? A software process model is a simplified representation of software process. It is a simplified representation of software process. Okay, how to develop the software? To develop software, from where you have to start? You should know how to start the software, how to develop the software. You should know how to start it. Which are the things you have to remember? Okay, which are the things you have to remember to develop the software? Which are the things you have to follow? What is the order? What is the order in which you have to develop the software? Okay, these all are the things you have to remember. Next, types of software process model. There are different types of software process models out there. Waterfall model, incremental model, spiral model, prototype model, iterative model. Again, some other software process models are there, but these are very important. Okay, some other model also there. So you may ask, what are the requirements of models? Sometimes customer don't have time. Okay, he is having time limitation. In such situation, you have to select other model. Sometimes customer have time but don't have money, then you have to select other model. Some client have time but don't know what are the requirements, then you have to select other model. Don't know how the software he want. Okay, sometimes he have time, he have money, he know the requirements but don't want to take risk, need 100% accurate software. Okay, these all are the different cases. Okay, depend upon the client's requirements. Okay, his timing, his amount. Okay, so you have to select the model, which model. So first we'll study waterfall model. Okay, waterfall model. What is waterfall model? Okay, waterfall means what? Water is fall from top to bottom. Okay, so water is fall from top to bottom. Okay, again that water can't go to top. Okay, once it's fall, can't go back. Similarly here waterfall model also. Okay, there are different stages are there. First stage is analysis, design, implementation, testing, then last is maintenance. Once a requirement is complete, analysis is complete, next design. Okay, again once the design is complete, again you can't go back for requirement stage, analysis stage. Okay, so again you can't go back to top. Okay, see here in the requirement stage, definition first stage. Second is system and design, software design. Okay, once system and software design start, again you can't go back. Okay, once the implementation start, again you can't go back. Once integration start, you can't go back. Okay, so this is the waterfall model. Once the water is fall, again it not go back. Okay, so because of the cascade from one page to another, this model is known as waterfall model. Okay, it cascade from one page to another page. This model is called waterfall model or software life cycle. Okay, software life cycle. The waterfall model is an example of plan driven process. Example is plan driven process. The principal stages of waterfall model directly reflect the fundamental development activities. Okay, this is the diagram of waterfall model. First, requirement analysis and definition. Requirement analysis and definition. The system services, constraints and the goals are established by consultation with the system users. Okay, so if you want to start to develop the software, you must consult with the client, the system users. Okay, discuss with the requirements by meeting. Okay, by organizing some asking some questions. Okay, so by this you collect the information from the client, what are the requirements. Okay, so then make the documents. Okay, make the documents of that requirement. Okay, once the requirement is over, Next is system and software design. Okay, system and software design. Okay, once you collect the information, okay, so you have to start the designing part. Okay, you have to design by drawing the flow chart, DFD, data flow diagram, ER diagram, entity relationship diagram, state transition diagram. Okay, some adding some interfaces, all those things. Okay, then the system design process allocates the requirements to either hardware or software systems by establishing an overall system architecture. The software design involves identifying and describing the fundamental software system abstraction and their relationship. Okay, after design, okay, you get a clear idea about the software, what the software is. Okay, what are the requirements of the client. Okay, everything you come to know. Okay, so once the design part is complete, next is implementation. Once the design part is complete, next is implementation is. During this stage, implementation and unit testing. During this stage, the software design is realized as a set of programs or programs units. Okay, by using some programming languages like Java, .NET, okay, or any other programming language, you write the code. Okay, unit testing involves verifying that each unit meets its specification. Okay, the big software is divided into different employees, different software engineers. Okay, they start developing the code. Okay, after finishing the code, they have to test. Okay, whether that particular part of the software is working or not. Okay, then next, integration and system testing. Okay, the individual program units or programs are integrated and tested as a complete system to ensure that software requirements have been met. Okay, so after each part of the software is complete, you have to combine it, you have to integrate it, and whole software you have to test. That is called system testing. Whole system you have to test. Okay, after testing, the software system is delivered to the customer. If it's successfully working, then that software you have to deliver to the customer. Next, last one is operation and maintenance. This is the longest life cycle of the piece. Okay, the system is installed and put into practical use. Okay, after developing the software, you have to install that software into the client computers. Okay, and they have to practically use it. Maintenance involves correcting errors while were not discovered in the early stages of the life cycle. Okay, while working, some mistakes may occur, some problems may occur. Okay, the problems may occur maybe after 2 days, maybe after 2 years. Okay, it depends upon how you develop the softwares. Improving the implementation of software units and enhancing the system services as a new requirements are discovered. Okay, if any problems occurred, we have to correct it. Okay, you have to maintain the software. Okay, always the maintenance should be less. Okay, you have to develop such software. So these are all the 5 stages of the waterfall model. The waterfall model is consistent with other engineering process model, and documentation is produced at each stage. Okay, every stage you have to produce the document. After requirement, you have to produce make the document. Then after that, system and software design. After completion of design part, make the document. After completion of implementation and unit testing, make the document. After completion of integration and system testing, make the document. Each and every phase you have to develop the documentation. This makes the process visible so managers can monitor progress against development plan. So manager can easily understand. Okay. Its major problem is the inflexible partitioning of the project into distinct stages. Okay, here the project is divided into distinct stages. Okay, so once the one stage is complete, go for next stage. Okay, you can't go back to the previous stage. That is the disadvantage of the waterfall model. Commitment must be made at early stage in the process, which makes it difficult to respond to changing customer requirements. The requirement you made in the early stage. Okay, in the early stage you make the requirements. Okay. Okay. The requirement you make in early stage. Okay. Once it is finalized, you go for system and software design. Okay. So again, if you want to change the requirements, again you can't go back. That is the disadvantage of the waterfall model. Okay, commitment must be made at the early stage only. Okay, you can't change the requirements. Okay, clear, no? This is about the waterfall model. Okay, it contains 5 phases: requirement, system and software design, implementation and unit testing, integration and system testing. Last one is operations and maintenance. Okay, this is very important. Okay, clear, no? Okay, thank you.